Well, I wanted to say that it is a day of the awakening. We have to awake. We have to be aware. We have to be wise on who we come in contact with. You see, I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have encountered a human female between the hours of 12 and 1 a.m. morning time. Asked for a ride, asked for a cigarette, asked me for a lighter while I was sitting in a parking lot of dollar store, Jack in the Box, with no gas and no money. And I was going to just knock out there. And here comes this lady. And she said, "Hey, you got a light?" "No, I ain't got a light." She just stares at me. I said, "Get away from me." She takes off straggling down the parking lot, rustling through a bag. And I hear her having a full on argument. It appears to be by herself. And I'm just observing. And there is a mental health clinic opposite end of that parking lot, and I believe that's where she was headed. But they are not open for business that time of the night. Morning. Long story short, I find myself communicating with this lady. She said, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" I said, "No, I ain't going anywhere. I got no gas." She says, "I'll give you $40 in gas to give me a ride." I said, "Don't be playing with me, lady." She said, "No, I'm serious." I let her in my car. I asked her, "Hey, man, you got any drugs, paraphernalia, or anything on you that I should be aware of?" She said, "No, I'm clean. I don't got nothing." I said, "Good. Safety concerns." Um, but I said one thing. I don't think we're gonna make it all the way to the gas station. We're on Bear Valley, trying to get to Nisqually off of Hesperia Road at the time. And right before we get there, there's a Chase Bank to the left. I run out of gas. She hops out and says, "Don't step on the brake. I got this." She's pushing this fucking expedition that I was driving, full of boulders that were in the truck at the time, back of the truck, boulders, literally rocks. That I was going to become a geologist. That's another story. Self-created geologist. Anyways, she pushes me into the AMPM there, up into the driveway. And the thing is like, resembles the sea hag from Popeye cartoon, little skinny little twig. She's doing all this. We get there, put the gas in. Long story short, I'm going to sum it up real quick on this half. There's a lot more in between. We head to the other end of town by the airport of Hesperia, California. And I driving down a dark road, headed towards the freeway. And as I'm on Ranchero Road and Cottonwood, this thing states to me a topic of drugs. "I don't have no drugs," I reply. "I thought you said..." And when I was saying that, I heard a Luciferian voice say, "No, give me the dope." It demanded me. I look to my right with my seatbelt still buckled on. I'm driving 40 miles, if not more, a little bit down the highway. I look to my right and I seen the kukui. I seen the horns. I seen the face, like this face here, but the Luciferian face. The eyes were red, yellow, and whitish. And it demanded I give it the dope. And I'm looking face to face at the thing, like you are looking at me. But this was a real face of the devil. I was shit scared out of me. I was shit scared, I should say. Put the car in, pulled to the right, put the car in park, took off my seatbelt, and about to dive out the fucking car. Opened the door, and I was going to jump out the car. But I heard a voice say, "Do not be afraid." So I turned to my right, and I looked with half of my body leaning out the car, and my other body leaning in, and I encountered it and said what I said. And when I done so, it literally shape shifted in front of my eyes back to the female that I was speaking to. I didn't see it transform from the woman to the devil, but I seen it transform from the devil back to the woman. Reason why I didn't see it the first time, because I was driving, eyes on the road. Okay. And quickly after it shape shifted back to the woman, it looked at me with these dead eyes and said, "I scared you, didn't I?" And I'm sitting right there trembling, and I'm making up all excuses. No, you didn't scare me. I just had to pull over. I was scared. I wanted to do whatever to get the thing away from me. I thought about it. I didn't react because a voice told me, "Nobody will believe you, Henry. This is human flesh. What you seen was a devil, demonic being. But you will look crazy when you go to court for murder and say that you killed the devil or you killed a demon, whatever it was. It was human flesh. Nobody will believe you." I got senses, so I did not do that. I state for the record, I did not do that. What I simply did do was be a man of my word and still take this person to the destination. By doing so, after she stated to me that she scared me, didn't I? Her question. It pulled out some drugs, put it in a syringe, and told me keep a lookout, and she slammed the dope in her fucking neck. I thought she was going to stab me with the syringe, but she didn't. It instantly knocked out. It fell asleep forward, facing me while I'm driving in the driver's seat, and it did not awake. Well, long story short, I did some research, and it states that when a demonic force has enough power to jump into your soul and reveal itself, it is going to drain the body to full exhaustion because it takes a lot of power for it to do so. And I did not know how to get rid of it. All I know is I awoke in the Del Taco parking lot with the lady saying, "Hey, I already called the cops. You've been knocked out of my drive-thru for over an hour. The cops are on their way." I jumped up, awoke, and started up the truck and was going to exit as I noticed the thing still in the vehicle with me, and it's going like this. The light of the sun. She goes, "You got no window tint. It's hot in here." She put it up, blocking out the sun. I drive it to where it has to go. Long story short, I dropped it off at a place of business because she had to be there to meet her kids at the welfare office on a Saturday or Sunday. I know they were closed. They were not open. It was not open for business that day. It appeared to walk into the office, but it did not walk into the office. It vanished. It literally vanished because I watched to see